got it?
Good evening, everyone. This is the Elmore County Sports Network. We welcome you to this week's Coaches Show to discuss the upcoming game against the Elmore County Panthers and the Central Clay Volunteers.
There you go.
This Friday night at the Burt, we are joined by Coach Kyle Caldwell.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all guys for having us and what y'all are doing for our program so far.
Yes, sir. No problem.
A lot of excitement.
Oh, yeah. All right, Coach. From last season to this season, what is one of the areas on either side of the ball you tried to put more emphasis on?
Yeah, I think just the special situations for us. We felt like, especially last year, there was 2 or 3 games that we were one possession or one play away from winning. So just making sure our kids understand those situations a little bit better, because we feel like we're one play away from being region champs last year in 2 games. And so I think our kids are doing better at understanding the situations, down the distance, what's special about the situation. So just overall football knowledge, trying to teach our guys, because I know these guys say they love football, but they don't love football like most coaches love football.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of football, even in the off season. Go and visit colleges and campuses and study those guys. So just trying to teach them overall football knowledge is the main thing that we have to work on.
Program went 4-26 in the past 3 seasons before you got here. Team is currently 31-14 in your 5th year. How are you able to change the culture pretty much coming in?
Well,
I know I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
And you wanted to come here. You told me if I ever got to Elmore County, we were going to win.
Right.
And I thank God you got here.
Yeah, and I believe in the kids. Not saying that they didn't believe in themselves or that the other coaches didn't believe in it, because obviously they did. But putting your kids in the best situation to be successful. Offensively for us, our offense changes year in and year out. Not philosophy or not schematically, but different guys have to be able to get the ball different each year. And 3 years ago we were really, really run heavy. Last year we threw the ball a lot. Still don't know where we're at this year. We rushed for 220-something yards last week and only threw for 100 and something. But one week it might have to change. So just finding what our kids do best and then coaching it every single rep and loving these kids. But the main thing that I did, I always, I've been at 4 or 5 different schools. When you have the best athletes in the school playing football, you got a really good chance to win football games.
Oh, no doubt.
Elmore County baseball program had been really good, and we got 4 or 5 of those baseball kids out to play football. They were game changers for us. We get 2 or 3 kids out from basketball to play defensive back or play receiver or running back. They were complete game changers for our team, offensively and defensively. And so finding those guys in the school in our size is very important, because we're always going to have a pretty good offensive line, defensive line, linebacker play here at Elmore County. It's just what we got. We got big boys. We're always going to be pretty good up front on both sides. But finding those skill players and then, finding a way to make them love football is the main thing.
Yeah. Because you've had a pretty good run at running back the past, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, Coach CJ, he's working for or coaching for us this year. He's a great running back here. Jabari got a lot of carries, him and Cade Everson. Last year, Eli, had a really good season until he hurt his collarbone, and Tyler finished off the year. And so, just from my whole time I've been here, we've been pretty good at running back and offensive line. I don't see that changing this year as well. As long as our kids stay healthy, I think we should be pretty good up front all year long.
Talk about the transition at tight end to quarterback.
Yeah, I've been asked this a couple times. So a little prepared for it.
He looks like a gunslinger.
And he messed with me all last year. Like, Coach, I'm a quarterback. I was like, Taysom, come on. But then you see him throw the ball, and you're like, God, it's so natural.
Yeah.
It's just flick of the wrist and a freaking missile coming out. And so me and him sat down. I was like, hey, dude, if you want to pursue this seriously, let's go for it. And we made that. We met in the off season. Him and the 8th grade quarterback coming up, he's going to be pretty good too. We met and started learning offense, starting basics, and then learning about defense and how to go from there. Because that was his main thing. Like, he knew what he did from the tight end position. The run game he picked up very easily because he already knew all the run schemes.
Yeah.
So teaching him the protections, teaching him the pass progression instead of just his route at Y. Now he has to learn everybody's route and the offensive line protection, and if we check protection because of a certain look or a blitz. And so
I'm about to say, are you going to start them off early, just read one side of the field, or
yeah,
read the whole
well,
thing?
and that's a good question. Some of our concepts, I think you got to be good at both. Some of our concepts are full field read concepts where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. But sometimes, based on different situations, you only want him to pick one side of the field on the concept versus having to go all the way around it. So
high-low read.
Yeah, and I think the game has changed. When I was growing up, it was straight pure progression reads, like the Tony Franklin system, which gives you a great advantage as a quarterback.
That's all we
But at some point, you got to be able to adapt and change your system for when teams are picking up on that. I watched Kirk Cousins' podcast or interview about 2 months ago, and he talked about this, and I was like, man, I've never even, you got to be able to do both. And so, I think Kaysen is growing and learning in that. He's not a finished product yet, but I'm hoping really week 3, week 4, it starts clicking, because he's almost there. You can tell he's mentally there. He just has to execute it, and that's his. And he'll tell you that. I mean, he feels like he missed some throws last week that were pretty easy touchdowns, and he beat himself up over it. And I was like, kid, you're gonna miss a throw. I was like, you just can't let it happen twice. And so he had a really good week this week. I'm excited for him, but yeah, it's just fun watching kids figure it out on their own after you give them all the puzzle pieces and then they're putting the puzzle together. That's what's most exciting as a coach.
With all the guys who graduated last year, how's it go from being a upper-class team to more of a young guy?
Yeah, definitely. And we are still young, but a lot of those guys played. Maybe they just weren't starters, but they got a lot of playing time last year. And we knew that going in. And so this summer, getting those guys those reps they needed, not necessarily focusing on one team and second team. It's like, hey, you got 4 reps, and hey, you got 4 reps. So competition really helped those guys out. It is this summer, and then fall camp competition was really good. I think that's why it doesn't look like we're a necessarily young team yet. It could happen. I hope it doesn't, but competition has really helped our guys who, quote unquote young, to get that experience.
To the receiver position, you got Bo. Making a really good year. Who else besides him is there to fit in?
So Donovan Aldridge has looked really good on the outside receivers, and so has Nathan Smith and Gooby as well, Justavion. So really excited for their potential. Donovan had a couple catches last week, still trying to get Nathan and Gooby worked into the scheme a little bit better. We got to do that a little bit better as coaches, so teams aren't focusing in on Bo. Because I know Clay Central, hey, if we stop Bo and we stop number 14, they feel like they got a chance to win. Hey, I agree.
Yeah.
But so now my challenge to our team and my coaches was, how do we involve somebody else to take the eyes, who's going to step up and take the eyes off of them so we can get that one-on-one matchup with those two guys.
Speaking of your workhorse running back top player, you've had a stable of running backs the past couple of years. Who's that guy that steps in for the guys that left last year that helped out?
I think you saw him last week a little bit. He's a freshman, but he ain't scared of nothing. Carson Haskins stepped up really big last week. So excited for him. But I think Sam and Rashawn have done really well. toting it in practice, and so they're going to get a couple opportunities to get a couple carries, and I think they're just as explosive. Sean's a little bit quicker, and Sam's a little bit bigger, heavier back, and so they each have a little bit different run game scheme, and so those are our two guys right now, and Carson Haskins as well, but he's only a freshman. He played really well. We're excited for him. Especially, you think, freshman, but he's running behind the 1-0 line, so they blocked it really well. But still, his vision for a freshman is really good, and just excited for him.
On the defensive side, Coach, who's the one guy that we don't know yet that's standing out for us?
Oh, that's a good question. Obviously, I think Gooby, that's number 0. He did really well last week.
And I heard this is his first year playing football?
He played in middle school, hasn't played since then. So he did really well, still getting used to it. Yeah,
he runs down.
And that's the thing, we were like, will he be physical with pads on? The first day we put pads on, I was like, yes sir, you answered my question. And so excited for him, and he can play some good receiver for us too. Really big target,
he got some
really good hands, and he's going to do really well. I think, I think Landon Prater, people don't talk about him as much, but I mean, he had 3 forced fumbles last week.
He did.
So just the constant havoc he's causing for other teams' offensive lines is exciting as well. So.
Chip County had a decent run game last week. How do you, correct that?
Well, I think it was just a couple busts and 1 or 2 missed tackles here and there.
Because the defense played like that.
Yeah, they did, and they got a couple 2 touchdowns in garbage time, which we're not happy about. I know Coach Weeks is really mad about, and he'll tell you that too. He doesn't want to give up any touchdowns, but even when our 2s are on the field, we still want to coach those guys like our 1s, because they deserve that from us. And so he wasn't happy about that, even though it is garbage time and it doesn't count at all. It does count. And so, but I think just making sure we are in position to make plays and making sure we just execute on making a tackle. Other than that, we got to bring our lunch bell and be ready to hit somebody.
Last but not least, Central Clay County.
Yes.
One team, Elmore County, has not that
just haven't been able to get it together.
Get over that.
Yeah.
What's the message going into this week?
I think just be ourselves. If we are physical the whole game and taking care of the small details, don't get behind the chains on first down, stay second manageable, third and manageable. They know what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do. They haven't changed offense, defense. We haven't changed so we know each other pretty well schematically, both teams, game plan wise. We know what they like to do. They know what we like to do. So now it just comes down to the kids. Like, can our kids execute and make that play when it matters the most? Last year they made one more play than we did, and beat us on the scramble jump ball right there in the end zone. And so our kids were really, really disappointed because they felt like we outplayed them almost the whole game except for that one moment. And so our kids are hungry, had a really good week of practice, and they're excited for the opportunity to say, hey, we're not a fluke. It's not just going to be a one-year thing where we think we can be like, they're the opponent, but we feel like we should be able to beat them every year. Obviously the past 3 years they've had their numbers, but I think steadily making gains is our program. Because obviously they're a program you want to be. We want to be as good as Coach Central, especially the history and the toughness and the coaches' grittiness and the way they go about themselves. It's very respectable. And so we want to emulate that in some ways as well, to put our own standard. So I think just our kids, I think our kids see that and they understand, hey, we can be that way. We can be that good. We can be that storied program. But it just takes time. And so they're excited for the opportunity, and I'm just excited for them as well.
We appreciate it, Coach, coming on the show.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all guys. Thank you so much. All right, who's next up here?
Well, I guess since this running back.
Okay. All right. Let me go get him.
We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll be right back.
You want both of them?
on? All right. Welcome back, sports fans. We are now sitting here with running back number 14, Tyler Payton. Welcome to the show, Tyler.
Thank you.
All right. You had 11 rushes for 112 yards and 3 touchdowns. Great game. If you had to say, what was the biggest factor in having such a great night running the ball last Friday night against Chilton County?
I'd probably say the energy around our team. O-line, had to rely on them. It was a tough night for us. We didn't have our head coach, but we just had to push through it.
And as the leader of this team, what do you tell your teammates when the game isn't going your way? What's that kind of motivation?
There's always going to be hardships. You just got to keep pushing. If a play don't go your way, you got to just look at the next play. That's about it.
In your opinion, what's the strength of this year's team?
I'd probably say how close we are, how much trust we have in each other. I think trust goes a long way. If you have trust in the guy beside you, you get things done.
Let's see. You got anything going?
How do you feel about the discipline on the team as far as penalties go? It didn't seem like there was as many penalties as normally there would be on our offense and defense.
That's from last year.
It seemed like most of the penalties was on Chilton County.
Yeah. I think we have a mature team. Of course the guys are young, but they understand. You act up on the field, and there's consequences. Their discipline's fine. I think we're in a good spot with how we act on the field, off the field, stuff like that.
Ooh, man.
Let's see. When you get a handoff and you see a big hole develop right in the A gap, how does that feel as a running back, knowing you're probably about to bust one?
I don't know. I kind of black out, to be honest. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, if you ever play baseball, you can't get it. And that's probably how it feels.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. Like everything, you're zoned out almost.
Now,
and then once you get in the end zone, you realize you scored and you just kind of come back to life.
Yeah.
Almost.
Now, when you hit that hole, are you expecting at some point there's going to be contact? You may not see it coming, but it's there.
No, I 100% expect that I'm probably going to get drilled from either side. But it is my job. I got to do my job.
Right.
That's a good question. I've never been asked that before.
You got anything else for me?
How do you feel like the student section has an impact on y'all's games?
That's the craziest student section I've ever seen. I've been playing on varsity. This might be my 5th year on varsity.
I know there was one year we were out there popping confetti for any reason that we could find, and
that was the craziest. That's the craziest student section I've ever seen. They really had an effect on us. The energy.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need it this week.
Yeah.
I know it's a one-game mentality. You don't look ahead too much. But any team in particular looking forward to get,
Yep. There is a team.
Is it this week or is it?
It's down the road. They wear green and white. I'm looking forward to Tallahassee, but hopeful they're on my checklist for sure.
Hey, we used to love playing them. They were always our homecoming game. Them or Catholic.
Yeah. I'm ready for hopeful.
Good deal. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, and good luck Friday night, man.
I need 200 more yards.
Yes, sir.
Go get it.
All right, we'll be right back with our next guest.
Good evening, everybody. We're here with Tyson Maynard, plays offensive line.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show, Tom.
First question, how was the offensive line able to have such a great night on the ground last Friday?
Well, we're really hard coached, so that's one thing. And another thing is, I mean, we've all grown together, you know, as a team over the summer and all that. We know, like, we're a run-first team, so we always establish that. We establish that. And, yeah.
It always helps when you have a good back over there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely one of the best in the league.
If you had to say, what would be your favorite thing about playing on the line?
Just putting someone on their back, you know.
Getting gritty.
Oh yeah, I love being able to, you know, just see someone cry every time I put them on their butts.
As a senior on this football team, what are you hoping you can accomplish this year?
Well, obviously, you know, the state championship is always first in mind, but, you know, a lot of other things have to go with that. You know, first-year quarterback, want him to have a great year, you know, want him to have at least 2,000 passing yards, you know, and our running back, you know, Tyler, want him to have 2,000 yards, as many as he can, you know.
Are you hoping to maybe put anything on film through the network?
Oh, yes, sir.
For maybe potential college opportunities?
Yes, sir.
Is there any? If you could choose somewhere to go, where would you want to go?
Where I want to go, I'm not really sure, honestly. Probably like Miami. I mean, I don't really know. I'm blessed with whatever I do.
That's right. All right.
What's the biggest difference in last year's team to this year's team?
Biggest difference, we have a lot of young guys on the team right now. You know, last year we had 10 guys graduate. This year, you know, we got a young core. I mean, we have 2 returning starting offensive linemen. This year we got 3 new starting linemen. We got a new quarterback. First year we're playing quarterback. New receivers all around. New defense, new corners, and all that. So, I mean, we're just a young team, you know, but I think we still have, you know, throughout the summer, we still look like good on paper, and I think that's the difference. We're just a young team, but we're really good.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what you just said. Say there's some kids at home right now that's never played football before, and maybe they're thinking about playing on the line one day, and maybe they're watching this broadcast. What's something that you could tell them, something that they could be working on and
Be beneficial.
be looking forward to?
Well, number one, speed. You have to have speed as offensive lineman. I may not look good, but I'm a pretty fast guy. So speed's always one thing, you know, working out. You know, what I used to do, I just watch like videos on YouTube, working on my steps and all that. So I'd say that. If they want to play offensive lineman, I'd say eat good. I mean, I eat pretty good. I eat a lot of protein, all that stuff. And yeah, watching film is also a very important thing for the offensive line. Want to learn, you know, the best. You know, I watch a lot of college guys, a lot of pro guys, what they teach. You know, that's what I do to get better.
I know, you know, over the years, the roster size has kind of, you know, came and went, you know, over the last coaching staff and now the current coaching staff. What can you say to kind of encourage maybe some of the kids that, you know, maybe up and coming, and they're not playing right now, to try to encourage them to play under a coach like Baldwin?
Well, you know, they just gotta wait. I mean, the kids we have now are Navy guys. They're getting better every single day. At scout team, they're getting better every single day. There's some days where, you know, they're holding guys. Right. You know, that's what you have to do. Have a good football team. You have to get a good scout team and all that. So, I mean, their time's coming. I mean, there's a lot of young guys right now that are looking really good. Really good.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything you got, Joe? You want to add?
What do you see as your biggest improvement on the offensive side from last year to this year?
Biggest improvement. I think overall,
Camaraderie between each other?
yeah.
Trusting that next guy next to you?
Yeah. I mean, we all trust each other on the
I
offense.
mean, last year was a great year, but
Oh yeah, but I feel like we all trust each other. You know, we have a great connection with each other. You know, the whole line, we got a great connection with each other. We work together over the summer. I mean, like over the summer, that's what we have to build up offense because we knew we were going to have to do offense. New quarterback at the helm, new receivers at the helm, all that. But we had to come together during the summer. And, you know, create the offense as we did against last week.
glad to come on the show.
Yes, sir.
And good luck to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Chris out right there too.
How did Tyler
I'll
not,
let you do it. And
how
I'll
did
just
Tyler not get favorite player of the week? Kobe Chapman. DCA?
Now joining us, Coach Jamie Blackwell, head coach of flag football team, my good friend. Just excited as you can be. Tell us a little bit your expectations for the season, and kind of go from first year program last year into what y'all did in the off season, and then kind of what you feel like your team should do this year.
Well, this year, we're excited. Last year was like, man, if we can win a game, I'll consider this year successful. This year, we want to win the region. I mean, that's where we come in 1 year. And I feel like we picked up a lot of athletes in the offseason. We have a very athletic team this year, and with the girls coming back, they know the game. So our goal this year is to win the region. That's what we want to do, and that's what we think we can.
Yeah, and I told you earlier, I watched y'all's little scrimmage the other night on Huddle, and I was impressed. Like from the games I watched last year, and you would ask me questions, what do I need to do here? Like the girls seem to be playing the game faster, so that's really exciting to watch. I know it excites you.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And having a senior quarterback that didn't know the game last year, now she knows the game. She's making good decisions. She sees things on the field that I don't see, and so she knows when to do this, when to do that. So it helps big time having girls with experience has been the main thing this year.
About like, piggybacking off that, what's the biggest difference from last year to this year, I guess?
Well, for me as a coach, I know a lot more about the game. Last year, I didn't know nothing either. The girls didn't know; they didn't even know what a line of scrimmage was. So having 9, 10 girls, 7 seniors back that played the game last year, I mean, it's made a world of difference. Because now instead of spending the whole practice going over things that we did last year, now we can practice. We got girls that know the deal. So that's been the biggest thing, is just having experience.
Does everybody get along on the team pretty good? I mean,
You picked a bad day to ask that.
Is there a team chemistry?
You picked a bad day to ask that. Here's the problem. We've been going against each other for over 2 months now. So I'll tell you this. I hate to step on the field with us Tuesday night. I'll tell you that right now. Whoever it is, I hate to step on the field with us, because these girls are ready to get after somebody other than themselves.
That's a good problem. We usually have a problem about week 2 going into fall camp. Like, these guys are tired of hitting each other for 5 days with pads, and they're ready to hit somebody else their first jamboree.
And one thing about flag football, people don't understand how physical the flag football is. And so a lot of the girls that didn't play last year are finding that out, and we're just ready to play. We're ready to play.
Who are some of the standouts this year, I guess, going in?
Well, offensively, obviously Marley Hicks at quarterback, senior quarterback. We have our running back, Denasia Johnson, is a playmaker. But she's really good. And also this year I have 3 really tall athletic receivers, and that's helped a lot. And on the defensive side of the ball, I have 3 seniors in the back at corner and safety, which is helping because they all have experience. And I have a couple of new girls stepping in. I have 5 ninth graders that are all going to be really good for me and good playmakers. So we're excited.
Yeah, I know for my standpoint, it's exciting to see the program grow, especially numbers-wise, and girls being able to, hey, I didn't want to play volleyball, I want to play flag football. So both programs do really well. It's exciting for the school. I have a daughter, I have a sister, and she didn't play volleyball, but I had flag football. I think she could play. So it's exciting the opportunity they get to play a different school.
So I take it this is a revenge tour season this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you talk about some of the teams in your area? Because I have no idea.
So, Brutet is who we'll play first. We play Greenville and then Valley. That's 2 non-area games. And Brutet, they've been pretty good in the past. I'm not sure. The thing with flag football is you can be really good and you lose a quarterback or a running back and it changes things drastically. But Hopeful, they're new this year. They're in our area. Lamp is in our area. BTW Magnet is in our area. Marbury. I'm not sure if that's here or not. I believe you got a top 4 goes to the postseason, which we couldn't go to last year, but this year we can. So we're excited about that. That's awesome.
Who's going to be coming up here to represent the team next?
So Marley Hicks, senior quarterback, will be coming up, and then senior wide receiver Abby Holt.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Coach, for joining us on the show tonight.
Yes, sir.
And, good luck to y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh, I'm anxious.
All right, Panther fans, welcome back. We are joined by
Marley Hicks and Abigail Holt.
Thank y'all for coming on. And what position do you play?
I play quarterback, and I'm a wide receiver.
Thank y'all for coming on. What are your team's strengths and weaknesses going into this year from last year?
So, I think our weaknesses are probably like, I don't know, you answer that. Well, one of our strengths is definitely that we've played with each other now, so we're more used to being teammates and working well together. And our weakness, I don't really think we have any. I mean, just getting hot every day and just getting a little lazy and stuff. But we work well as a team, and I think we're a pretty good team. Yeah.
How's this team more suited to compete in your region than last year? Like, I guess, talent-wise.
Well, last year we barely knew anything. Like, we were all just learning and just really just playing for fun. And now we've learned a lot. And I feel like we've gotten a lot better than we were last year. Like, I'm pretty sure Coach Jamie said that. Like, we've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And we're just all better as a team and working better and stuff like that. Yeah, we just have a lot more experience and we're more used to the game and just how it flows. We knew nothing about it going into it. Like our first game, we were learning the rules while we were playing. And this year, you know, we have it all laid out. We have more of a game plan. Like even our coaches didn't know how to play at the beginning, but now it's like we all just help each other. Yes, it's fun. I love it.
Is there a particular team you want to get back at this year?
I don't know. I'm ready for the Tallahassee game and Hopeful. Hopeful is like the one I feel like we really need to do good on. Other than I don't know. I just want to win everything. Yeah, I just want to do the best in our region for sure. Like I mean, obviously I care about the other games, but I'm most concerned right now with how we play in our region, and then we'll just go from there.
Really kind. What do you feel like you do best for your team? I guess as a leadership wise.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a pretty good leader. I try to keep everyone on their toes and keep everyone like having a positive attitude because we struggle with that sometimes. But I don't know. I just try to get everybody to play to their full potential. And I'm very vocal. Like if I notice something, I say it. I'm very good at speaking to people, especially people that are like struggling in the same field that I was once in. You know, it's like I've been there, so I'm doing a better job of building them up.
You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, so I guess we'll ask one of the same questions that we asked Tice earlier. What can you say to maybe some girls who are at home and not playing right now and maybe looking forward to next year? And what can you say from a leadership standpoint to maybe encourage them to join?
Pretty much like recruiting.
Yeah. I think they should definitely do it. I feel like I went into it as like I didn't go into it as like, oh, I want to play, you know. I was just doing it to keep myself in shape for basketball. But now it's became one of my favorite sports. And it helps with so many things. And it's like feels like family now. Like everyone, it's just fun. I don't know. I really think people should do it. And I mean, we're still new to this too. So I mean, there's no reason anybody should be scared to play. It's new to us too. It's only our second year, so I mean, it's not going to hurt anything for somebody new to join. They're learning as we do, so I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't. And again, it's like we're all just a big family. We all get along pretty well for the most part. And it is really fun, so I mean, there's no reason not to play.
That's it. Yeah. Well, ladies, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Next Tuesday, we play Greenville.
Home?
Yes.
So come out and support.
5 p.m., I'm sure. I think. Yeah.
We got the home card.
I think it's like 5 or 5:30.
At 5:30?
5:30, something like that.
Okay, the fans come out and support your flag football team this year. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, we thank y'all.
Love y'all.
Go Panthers.